Chemicals from coal facility.
Eastman Chemical Company traces its beginnings to the early 90s when George Eastman was searching for a methanol supplier for the cellulose acetate-based photographic chemicals that were central to the Eastman Kodak Company's business. Kodak's dependence on European suppliers had become all too apparent during World War I, and Eastman was determined to find an alternative. In Kingsport, Tennessee, he found an abandoned wood distillation plant.
Abundance of trees in this area assured Eastman of a ready supply of raw materials.
5 decades later, the same business strategy that led Eastman to make Kodak independent of European sources motivated Eastman Chemical Company to begin research into chemicals from coal.
Eastman Chemical Company was the first in the United States to use coal rather than petroleum as a raw material in the commercial production of acetyl chemicals.
During the 1930s, coal was used as a principal raw material in the production of 60% of organic materials, while petroleum was used in only 10%. By 1960, the proportions were reversed. Due to the availability of vast new supplies of crude petroleum and the introduction of improved refining techniques, petroleum and natural gas now supplied more than 80% of all industrial organic chemicals, while coal was the source of only 20% of organic materials. In 1973, a boycott by Arab members of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries triggered petroleum shortage in the U.S. and a surge in the price of crude oil, from $3 to $30 a barrel. However, the chemical industry's production of industrial organic chemicals was hampered.
Due to the oil embargo, the chemical process industries expanded their energy conservation programs and began a search for lower-cost chemical feedstocks. Thus, Eastman scientists conducted a prescient planning study that considered solutions for a critical set of circumstances. Consequently, the company needed to find feasible means of synthesizing critical high-volume chemicals such as acetic anhydride from raw materials other than petroleum. The study projected that coal would become a more attractive energy source than oil and an important chemical feedstock, and because of its location, Eastman Company was the only one in position to utilize this abundant resource. This way, the company started researching about coal-based anhydride process, and the Texaco coal gasification process was selected to be the source of synthesis gas, that is a combination of carbon monoxide and hydrogen.
Oxygen and cold water slurry are introduced into gasifier under conditions of high temperature and pressure, which produce the synthesis gas in a specific carbon monoxide to hydrogen ratio. A portion of the gas, once the gasifier is sent to a shift reactor to increase the hydrogen content. The shifted gas and the raw synthesis are now purified in a number of steps. First, the hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide are removed using the lined AG Reductal process.
The hydrogen sulfide is converted to elemental sulfur using a closed process followed by a shell close of gas treating unit, resulting in 99.7% of the sulfur originally in the coal being recovered and sold as a co-product of the operation.
Furthermore, in order to prevent pollution, carbon dioxide is also recovered and sold to make carbonated beverages. The purified raw synthesis gas stream is then sent to a cold box and cryogenically separated into hydrogen and carbon monoxide using lined AG technology.
Then, the hydrogen is mixed with the shifted gas and sent to the methanol plant. On the other hand, the carbon monoxide is used for the acetic anhydride production. In the methanol plant, methanol is produced using a catalytic gas-phase reactor developed by Lurgy AG. The proper gas-fed composition for methanol production is obtained by combining the hydrogen-enriched gas from the ship reactor with the hydrogen gas steam from the gas separation unit. Next, using the reactive distillation process, methanol made from the synthesis gas reacts with acetic acid, a co-product from cellulose esters manufacturing to form methyl acetate.
In the final step, purified carbon monoxide from the gas separation plant reacts to methyl acetate to form acetate anhydride. This action accelerates because of a catalyst system developed by Eastman. In order to produce acetic acid, methanol is also added to the anhydride process.